Okay, we look like we're good. Share out the link. So, the game I'm trying out today is BU. Um, it is by, let's see here, is by Lois Morel. I hope that I have that name right. It's just released a couple days ago on Steam. It is a free game. I believe it's a visual novel, choose your own adventure type deal. I'm not 100% sure, but it looked interesting. So, let's start this. Spelling mistakes are not mistakes, they're little Easter eggs for you to find, see if you can find them all. Okay. How dare you think I'm bad at typing? I wasn't diagnosed as the most dyslexic person the doctor had met. That is complete slander. Today I'm feeling green. Green is so much fun. The color of life, a warm spring day, so calming. Filled with the siren's call of nature, but under the surface there is so much rot and infected cut. The eerie pallor on someone's face as they throw up what we think of as the color of poison, a radioactive meltdown. Nearly every Disney villain is enshrined in green when their big number comes. Come to think of it, yeah, that's true. Contradiction, life and death, growth and decay, that's why green's so fun. So that's how I'm feeling today, green. How are you feeling? Ooh, bunch of different choices. Blue, green, red, pink, black. I'd say at the moment, due to certain internet companies, red. What do you prefer, day, dusk, or midnight? Ooh, let's go with dusk. What's your favorite book? Okay, it looks like it's cut off a bit here. Books for nerds, all the cool kids play video games. Phoebo games. Mermaid book? What looks to like it's probably the Necronomicon. Go with the mermaid book. For every step to feel like you are walking on broken glass, that is the price for having feet. The Little Mermaid. Oh, so it is actually Hans Christian Andersen's Little Mermaid. Okay. What gender are you? Um. Now this is hard because I am gender fluid. Uh. What gender am I at the moment? Probably leaning more towards female at the moment. Yeah, Lewis is too lazy to draw a boy and girl character model. I'm just making a profound statement about how gender doesn't matter and we're all the same. Wait a second, I really should have just said that and not the lazy thing. Lewis, remember to go back and edit this out. Oh, Lewis has a sense of humor. It could be Louis. Louis. I apologize if I pronounced the name wrong. Be you. You see a young person standing in their bedroom. Oh, cool. So the choices I picked affected the. Okay, that's neat. Today is their 12th birthday, and this will be the most important day of their life. You're wondering about what present your dad will get you this year. Last year you asked for a pet. Is that the little kitty thing in the corner? So cat, dog, or fish? Um, or I can select nothing, but I'm not going to select nothing. Kitty. Have you ever heard the expression cool as a cat? Well, how old are you? That hasn't been a popular since Jesus was alive, but it does fit your little buddy. He's called Jeff, obviously, for the irony points. Someone not as cool as you would have called him Mr. Fluffy Whiskers, but they don't get your art. High art. But he truly makes you believe in the expression cool as a cat. Lying around all day, constantly being stroked by your admirers, having all your food delivered to you on a plate, literally pooing on the floor and literally having your humble subjects clean up for you, truly the height of cool. It's true. It is very true. How about some cereal to start the day? See, gingerbread man cereal, all natural, extreme nummy nuts with a totally radical surprise. Yeah, I'm going for the toy. This is your favorite cereal, mainly because the surprise is there's absolutely no cereal in it. Turned out those boxes of cereal they used to put a single toy in as a surprise ended up selling so well that they just replaced all the cereal with toys. They're so cool they're not held back by your trivial ideas of what is and isn't edible. Truly some of the greatest thinkers of our lifetime need this. You may be starving, but at least you have a ton of new plastic friends to complain about it with. A parcel is delivered. Delivered by the mailman. I mean male person. You're too woke to use outdated terms like mailman. It could easily be a female man. Also, I'm sure there's a point, but woke is one of those things that just, ugh. Or that be a male girl? Why does the postal service have so many gender pronouns? Screw it, it's just a postman or post lady. It's just like the time Dad got sent that parcel. There was so much wrapping paper and tape he couldn't open the goddamn thing for weeks. So he decided to get a male stripper to get the tape stripped off the parcel. At least that was his excuse. Oh, I love this game. Oh, this is amazing. Alas, nobody's coming to your birthday party. I'm sure there's some tragic reason for it, but in truth, Lewis is a lazy piece of trash who can't be bothered to draw that many people. You're chill with nobody being able to make it. They're probably just intimidated by your aura of epicness. The strange parcel appears to open by itself, as if otherworldly ghostly hands were attempting to reveal what's inside. You have a creepy feeling up your spine, a mixture of fear and confusion, and then your legs start to walk towards the parcel. You didn't tell them to. You feel your arms around in surprise, attempt to grab something to halt your progress. There's nothing. You continue to walk forward like a wind-up toy till you're next to the package. You look down and only see a black abyss, and unceremoniously you begin to tumble forward into that endless precipice. The darkness all around feels suffocating, and then you're here. You don't know what here is, but you're definitely here. Oh my god, a magical adventure. I've gone insane. What the hell? I'm pretty sure my reaction would be, what the hell? At this juncture, I do inquire, invoking terms used to describe human procreation, to highlight the emotional intensity of my aforesaid inquiry, or to dumb it down to all you plebs. What the fuck? Off in the distance, you hear a noise, a faint whimper. You go over to investigate. Wait a second. Shouldn't you have a bunch of options and stuff? Forcing the player to investigate the thing with no options of whether to do it or not seems to defeat the purpose of the game. So I really should have thought of that. Here are your options. Investigate the crime scene, investigate the crime scene, investigate the crime scene. Investigate the crime scene. Now, out of your own free will, you decide to go and investigate the crying thing. Okay. God, freedom of choice is so much fun. You find a strange sobbing creature. Console it, kick it, and scream avocados. Inspect the creature more closely. I'll try consoling. See this poor creature in pain, and you know precisely what to do. You begin to moonwalk and complete beatboxing. Oh, I needed this game. The creature stopped crying. It's obviously overwhelmed by your sheer skills, or just so confused it can't be bothered to cry. I'm going to go with confusion. And now, to slam dunk it, you begin to rap. Don't be sad, that ain't rad. Emotions like that are super bad. It's once just a shame you had, but now I'm here to bring lyrical cheer. No need to feel sadness or fear. Let me street you in the direction with a truly happy complexation. You'll feel truly gay, not in that way as in happy. Unless you want to be like that, if you were, you'd still be a cool cat. This goes on for 20 minutes. After the darkness comes a noise, a strange chirping, like the songbirds got stuck in a church organ. A strange creature begins to frantically back away, dragging itself across the ground with its hands. Its bottom half uselessly trailing behind it like the end of some grotesque slug. Knowing me, I'd scream. Begin to scream, your fear overwhelming you. You can't believe it. It will end like this. In the end, you weren't cool, you weren't even Rackle in the slightest. You're just a scared little boy pretending to be a man. You take that fear and you channel it, you feel the bottom of your stomach begin to burn with warm bile. Burning rage consumes you, and then your scream changes. As the nightmarish monster leers over the tiny mud creature, it hears a noise. Yo, nightmare thing, do you like heavy metal? It's where there's a heavy metal sword to your face, or a heavy metal screech. Both are going to do some impact, so fucking take it. The creature clamps its hands over you where you presume its ears must be. It rolls back, pounded by sound waves, pure hatred so loud it makes the ground shake. The nightmare wanders around confused, its eyes watering under the sonic stress. What are probably its ears are beginning to bleed. What a pathetic mule. It scurries back, off into the darkness. Your chest and head are pounding, you desperately breathing in ragged breaths that took everything out of you. For your lungs, quite literally, it's hard to scream and breathe at the same time. You begin to dazedly fall backwards, shadows encroaching upon your blurry vision, and then darkness consumes you. You float in darkness. There's nothing. Not the breeze on your skin, not the echo of far-off laughter, not even the beat of a heart, but then, swimming out of the emptiness, comes a small flame. You are awake. You appear to be sitting next to a table with a small cake in front of you. You hear muffled words. Sorry it took so long for me to make the cake. Someone came round and I was a tad occupied. So dozed off while you were waiting. You hear these words, but somehow the words feel jumbled, faded. Your mind is rushing with sheer insanity you just underwent. Was it a dream? If so, that's a massive cop-out. I mean, the worst writing convention the world's ever seen, but was it a dream? Da-da-da. I guess if Lewis can ever be bothered to make a sequel, you might find out. Suddenly that faded voice comes back into focus. I'm sorry for keeping you waiting, but can you please blow the candle out? You've been staring into the middle distance for like 12 minutes, and I do have company to attend to, you know. You look at the glimmering flame, and you wonder if anything you've just experienced matters. In the future, you will look back with pride, or fear, or have simply forgotten. You breathe in deeply, and then, blowing sound effect, what will you be? 20 years into the future. You become the chillest musician to ever live. Your soft vaporwave inspired beats spread across the world, eventually bringing to an end all world conflict. People can't be bothered to fight because they're too chilled out by your music. Become a pioneering astronaut legalizing super vapes that get you so high they can literally transport you out of the Earth's atmosphere into another galaxy. The whole ozone layer is completely blocked out by the steam cloud, resulting from an entire civilization vaping at once, putting an end to skin cancer. Eventually, you create music so chilled it even stops atoms from moving, preemptively creating the heat death of the universe, but it's cool. This game is dedicated to the memory of Ed Gould and John Bain. Aw. If you enjoyed this game, please consider donating to your favorite cancer charity, Lewis. Aw. I don't know Ed Gould. I do know of John Bain. I like this game. It is a short game, so I will be switching over to something else soon.